dokie. It is Friday, people. Seems to be working. It's Friday. Fresh Cuts Friday is not going to be so fresh this week. We're going to get in our time capsule. Go back in time. Way back in time. So far back in time. In fact, we're going to jump in our time machine. Visit all the prehistory of ZipZapZop. It's going to be weird. It's not going to be very bassy. But it will be informative. In fact, some of the opening and background music here, this is from a project from the mid-90s I called Fluff Bubble 2026. It's been waiting for this year to be unburied. I'll get back to that story. Back in time to the 1980s. That's right, all the way back to the 80s, folks. To Decorah, Iowa, where in about 1987 I saw this band called the Priorities, and I thought, oh, they're pretty great. I love this band. I'd like to be in this band. They don't have a bass player. Maybe I can be their bass player. Actually, before that, I started a band in high school in Orillia, Iowa, called The Fury, and that was fun. We played a show or two, and all covers. But this Priorities band, they were writing original work along with covers, and next thing you know, I found myself being the bass player for the Priorities, and this ended up being my first time recording live in a studio. So we went to a studio, I believe it was in Elkader, Iowa, and recorded a whole cassette record. Hey, Jay Merckx, welcome inside. Chappy Chap, all right. Susie Sue, welcome in. Happy New Year. I mean, as happy as you can be in the New Year, right? So we're going back to the the late 1980s, and I joined this band called the Priorities as their bass player. Oh, hey. Thank you for that. Was it Chappy Chap? Much appreciated as always. And the Priorities ended up recording a whole tape. I have a cassette tape here. This is show and tell time here. Here's a still wrapped cassette tape of the Priorities, which you can't see very well. Let me see if I can do it without all the junk here. No, you can't. There you go. That's the Priorities Firelands cassette, and I played bass, I did some backing vocals, and I wrote two of the songs, and one of them I'm going to play for you right now. It's kind of progressive rock. Our influences were like REM, you know, The Cure, stuff like that, and this song is called Self-Defense. I hope you enjoy it. 3, 4!
Bully me? Why do you make fun of me? but I'm strong, you'll see real soon. Cause I've got an atom bomb, I've got an atom bomb, I've got an atom bomb in my pocket. Money don't mean everything, count your coins or golden rings, you'll soon have nothing at all. Cause I've got an atom bomb, I've got an atom bomb, I've got an atom bomb in my pocket. Speak down, call me names, pretty women just play games, you'll soon see we look the same when dead. I've got an atom bomb, I've got an atom bomb, I've got an atom bomb in my pocket. Now if you think real carefully, I think you will agree with me. We need humility for harmony. I think I'll start with humility right now. So important, experience is irrelevant. I wish I were an elephant far away. Cause I've got an atom bomb, I've got an atom bomb, I've got an atom bomb in my pocket. Next time you push me, think of your lineage of austerity. I think you will agree with me real fast. Cause I've got an atom bomb, I've got an atom bomb, I've got an atom bomb in my pocket. I've got an atom bomb, I've got an atom bomb, I've got an atom bomb in my pocket.
Priorities. Now, Priorities, we were pretty successful for a college band in Iowa in the late 80s, although we never had any kind of label support. We managed to play shows at infamous, just places that are just legends, in like Iowa City at Gabe's and Stubbs in Cedar Falls and Madison, Minneapolis, Chicago, all around the Midwest kind of. Had a lot of fun. And that was the Priorities. So actually, I think all the Priorities is up on my SoundCloud as well. So there's a little bit there. Now, around that same time, back around 1990, I was, of course, getting into a lot of house music, a lot of industrial music like Front 242, Ministry, Me Be Manifesto, and so on. And also, Margaret from downstairs in the dorm was from Chicago. She was bringing back these cassettes she was recording live off a radio in Chicago from WBMX. That were like live house music mixes of deep house and acid house, which was brand new at that time, basically. And I just loved that stuff. But I had no idea how to make it. So, but what I did was I borrowed a 4-track cassette recorder and a drum machine from a friend who had all that stuff. And I set to recording a song down in my basement that was just using a drum machine and guitar, bass, and vocals, basically. And that's what I'm going to play you next. So this was like post-Priorities, pre-moving to Denver, basically. And this one is called Floor of Happiness. It's on Spotify and stuff under Clark of Saturn.
I am liable to fall down on I would never leave it be until the word is reiterated. So then I think this thing's got to be forever situated.
That's me on the guitar and bass and vocal. Yeah, basically the whole thing is me. Highly influenced by Frank Zappa. And Lenny Kravitz.
Until the procedure they call for the development of individual pride. If you leave the enhancement for a second and you're having a new felt line. If you tell me that the purpose of life is earthly exploration, it's possible that I will fall on the floor and join in your ecstatic elation.
Hey, you missed it, Davey. We played that just a bit ago. Thanks for being here, Davey Gravy. Susie Sue, Choppy Chop, Dave Burt. Yeah, that was Decorah, Iowa. Davey Gravy knows it well. The basement there. I got myself in all kinds of crazy trouble. And you know, back then, I think we were the first people throwing underground graves, basically, in Decorah, Iowa. back in 1990 or so. We were DJing, 808 State and all that kind of stuff down in the basement. Big time fun, big time fun. I think we got things really started cooking for Iowa there. So, then I moved to Colorado, and I got my first full-time job, actually, as a teacher for the Denver Public Schools, the South High School, teaching German and geography. Eventually geography. Over the TV mostly, on the cable access channel live. And it was the first time having a salary, and I was able to buy some gear finally. So I went and got myself this digital delay pedal, the Digitech here. I still have it. It's not in great shape. And I took this and a microphone, and I got a 4-track recorder. Same thing I used to record that previous track. You can do 4 different separate tracks on a cassette. And I made this project called Electro Dingus 2026. Again, I don't know what it was about the year 2026, what I was expecting to happen here, but I named 2 different projects with 2026 in there. Electro Dingus was the first. And I made a cassette called Nitrogen Jukebox with about 6 or 7 tracks, all based on using that delay pedal and a microphone, some guitar, some bass, and making loops and layering them on top of each other, which anybody who knows about that knows that it's very hard to put loops in time, so it was like not a lot in time, and it wasn't like using a drum machine or something like that. It was very different. Anyway, I'm going to play one of the tracks off Electro Dingus Nitrogen Jukebox, one of my favorites, called You Must Go. Is this thing stuck? Is the needle? Unstick the needle. Gonna get weird. I think I was using milk crates for the drums on this. that was Electro Dingus 2026. And I want to give a shout out to Nick, who's watching on YouTube, who is from Denver and sort of discovered some of this stuff and did a little documentary about some of this stuff. It's up on YouTube as well. Nick Sequeira, welcome inside. Good to see you. So this Electro Dingus tape, I used to leave them around Denver just at various places just because, well, how else are you going to get music out there, right? So I went to a show at the Mercury Cafe once, and I left a couple above the urinals in the men's room. And some months later, I think it was months later, I don't even know how long later, at some point I got a letter, I think in the mail if I recall. It was from some dudes who had a band in Denver called LD50, and they were like, we found your tape on the urinal in the Mercury Cafe, and we really like it, and we maybe want a front man or something, want to see if you want to hang out and make some music and stuff. And so lo and behold, that is how I joined up with LD50, and I had seen their flyers around for a while. They were really good at making eye-catching flyers, and one of the dudes worked at a paint factory in Denver and had made this glue that would last, I think, a million years, and so you'd see their flyers up forever. There are probably still some up there now. You look for them. Anyway, I joined up with LD50, and at this point I had gotten some samplers and some synths, I got a Korg Poly 6 analog synthesizer, I got a Ensoniq ASR10 sampler, and we're starting to actually move on from the 4-track cassette recorder business. And so I became a part of LD50, which I'm going to play in a little bit, but before then, again, I've been playing Fluff Bubble 2026 in the background, which was the other 2026 project, and here you can hear that I was using a sampler that is actually on time, that I used. Well, there's some flute in here. I would play live. When I played live a few times, I'd use live flute, live saxophone and stuff with the delay pedal, of course. I think this might have been recorded live actually at the City Spirit Cafe, if I'm not mistaken. Anyway, so I joined up with LD50. I stopped doing Electro Dingus after several shows around Denver at the Lions Lair and some places. I played with Little Theodore, which was amazing. Absolute Denver history at the Lions Lair. I did a show at the Bug Theater with a friend who did poetry. That was a lot of fun. I started making Fluff Bubble 2026. I played some of this live. I'm going to just play a couple of their tracks now, and then start mixing into another project I did on the side called, it was Clark of Saturn Magic Carpet. It's a little bit more like house and techno before I get back to LD50, and we'll continue the story there. to LD50.
All up to you.
Bring the guitars and the bass back.
I can be a good guy, or I can be one real mean son bitch. It's all up to you.
All right, let's move it.
And always wear the one that has your number. Any man forgets his number, spends the night in the box. These here spoons you keep with you. Any man loses his spoon spends the night in the box. In the prone position in bed. You smoke, you must have both legs over the side of your bunk. Any man caught smoking in the prone position in bed spends the night in the box. The bunks with dirty pants on. Any man with dirty pants on sitting on the bunk spends the night in the box. Any man don't bring back his empty pop bottle spends the night in the box. Any man not in his bunk at 8 spends the night in the box. You got questions? You come to me.
That's not dangerous? Oh, I give it a chill.
LD50 was awesome. They knew how to record. We made these pretty professional recordings, really, on an ADAT recorder. Mixed and mastered. Rico and Helmet at the helm. Got to play a lot of shows around Denver, 7 South, Lions Lair, Ogden Theater, all over the place.
John Dillinger, your man. We have this house completely surrounded. Come out with your hands up. You've got 1 minute.
microphone has been with me since I was about 10.
Take a swig of this. Take a swig of this. No tank town jail can hold me. I'll be out before a month.
LD50 was pretty well documented. We had some write-ups in the Denver Westward. There's some Sonic Aroma episodes about LD50. I think up on my YouTube for public access TV.
Personally, I have no use for a punk. Personally, I have no use for a punk. Take a swig of this. Come to the nerve, your man. First National.
Now this track probably is one of the things that led right into PH10. Rico and Helmet decided what a great idea for him and me to split off and start a new project, which we called PH10. And I'm gonna play you one of the first tracks we recorded. I think it was mixed by Jim Stout from Nebula 9, absolute Denver royalty. Whoopsie now. Whoops, whoa, that's a rewire. I think that's why Jim said we were crazy. Right there. I mean, among many other things. This song is like, it lasts forever. But yeah, this was one of the originals we recorded. I think we did a 4-song EP, PH10. Evolved a lot over, that was probably in like 97 probably.
I get a kick. I get a kick. I'm sure that if I took E, I'm sure that if I took E,
That's early PH10. Now, we ended up moving to New York City, both Rico and Hellman and I, in 1999. He moved in 98. I went out there in the summer, but actually moved out there in 99. Meanwhile, we were able to get a tour in Europe with the True Mystic Sound System and Dr. Israel in the spring of 99. 23 dates in 7 countries. And we were playing a little more kind of different stuff at that point. Whoa, what happened here? Oh, we've got a crash situation here. We've got a crash situation. Yeah, let's try that again. Rewind. What is going on here? It's just like stopping, huh? It doesn't like that file or something. It's like, oh yeah. Well, that's a bad file. Well, we'll come back. Let's play a different one. We're gonna play another PH10 one here from that era. That is probably one of the best that I produced. Now we didn't really collaborate fully on these tracks. We would each produce tracks, and then we would critique each other a little bit, and we would sit together for the mixdown and the mastering, but ultimately we each had our own kind of tracks that we produced, and we would kind of go back and forth when we played live. Here's an example. Rico and Helmet did a remix of one of my tracks called 2600 Focus. Now, you know, as you can tell from these stories, I don't have a very long attention span, and I would often have 2 or 3 projects going at the same time. And probably around 2000, I don't know, 4, no, it's probably 2001 or 2 in New York City, started up another side project with my buddy Sean called Socks and Sandals. That's a little different vibe. This is from our first piece of vinyl that Sean and I put out together, a 7-inch, couple of tracks called This Is Schnee, and there's another track on here called Top Fit. By the way, I have some of these. If anybody out there doesn't have one and wants one, just message me. Socks and Sandals, we were lucky to be able to connect with Ezekiel Honig, who ran a label in New York and called Microcosm Music. Put out several pieces of vinyl with Socks and Sandals on there. I have some examples here. Well, they're on the back wall there. But the latest one was from 2007. It was the Rishi Saturn EP. And this is actually a track off of that, as will be the next one. And yeah, distributed by Compact. You can find some of the Socks and Sandals on Spotify and the other streaming services, SoundCloud. Some of it is harder to find. You can find, actually on my website, I have a lot of the MP3s and stuff on there. A lot of the, from the live shows. We played a lot of live shows around New York City. All kinds of venues. The Bunker especially, it was kind of our home spot. Halcyon, where I was a DJ. I was a resident DJ at Halcyon on their Sunday night dub experimental ambient party for several years. And Socks and Sandals played there a number of times. That minimal techno community in New York City. Big ups. Right as I was getting into my higher education job in upstate New York and entirely shift focused and left basically producing music. I was doing some improvising in the Catskills Mountains with the Joan Group, which was a lot of fun. Essentially kind of just sat there for 15 years until the ZipZapZop project came along in 2020, 2021. of the story to tell. A lot more documentation on the YouTube channel, especially in SoundCloud. But I want to thank each and every one of you for checking it out. Davey Gravy, Chappy Chap, Susie Sue, Jay Merks in the Twitch stream. We got Nick Sakara in the YouTube stream chat. Big ups to everyone. We got Dean Clean in the house. Thanks for being here. And those of you who check it out after the fact, thank you too. This will be up on YouTube along with all the others on the live tab. And yeah, I thought it'd be fun to kind of dig back through all the crates and the cassettes, tell the old stories before I get back to all the dubs and the works in progress. And man, is there a lot to tell about that too coming up. In 2 weeks, we'll be back on the 23rd. Lots of dubs, lots of works in progress. And I'll hope to see you then. Much love and thank you.